Puebla's commercial driver's license was expired. The trucker who just caused a crash that killed a man on 285 last week didn't have a CDL. Colorado has a new law increasing penalties for truckers who don't have a license. Punishment might not have stopped those crashes, but as our Kelly Rinke explains, the law at least aims to send a preemptive message.
A semi-truck carrying a load of pipes went off the edge of Highway 285. The crash killed 64-year-old Scott Miller and hurt 3 other people.
My husband would be alive today if there was more accountability on the truckers on the road.
Miller's wife, Deanne, wants changes to the trucking industry because this story is told too often in Colorado.
And nobody shut them down.
The company, Monique Trucking, has a history of violations. Inspectors before this crash found their drivers didn't have the proper licenses at least twice. Investigators had arrested Ignacio Cruz Mendoza last week for not having a commercial driver's license. And in Weld County Friday, Jesus Puebla learned his fate for that deadly crash in 2022. He was driving with an expired CDL. His company, Comanantes Trucking, also had a history of letting drivers on the road without proper licenses.
We need to actually make sure that we prevent this from happening again. And the way you do that is saying, like, look, don't give multiple chances.
Greg Fulton is the president of the Colorado Motor Carriers Association. They supported a bill that passed this session that now makes it a misdemeanor, not a traffic offense, for driving without a CDL. He says state laws can only do so much.
But it really kind of falls within the federal government and in terms of probably removing their ability to operate.
Monique Trucking was allowed to keep its trucks on the road. Their driver, Cruz Mendoza, was also in the U.S. without proper documentation. Scott Miller's family isn't focusing on the driver's immigration status. A bigger issue to them is oversight.
I don't have anything against that, but I want these people to not be doing jobs they shouldn't be doing.
She feels there were too many warning signs, too many chances for this company before her husband was killed.
Greg with the Colorado Motor Carriers Association says this problem doesn't just fall on the federal government, but he's also looking at the states where these companies are based out of. Comanantes Trucking and Monique Trucking were both have ties to California.
So you got all these layers to this. I mean, you've also got companies that are choosing to ship their freight with trucking companies that they know have stacks of violations.
Yeah, for Jesus Puebla, it was USPS that contracted with them, and it took many, many months after that deadly crash for them to decide to pull that contract. We don't know who the contractor is with this new company, but the violations are public, and companies are deciding to work with them still.
Kelly Rinke, thank you.